Good morning, everybody. AJ here. We are on, well, actually, I'm on my way to drop off some stuff to my daughter because she forgot it in her room. Then after that, we're heading back to Hood Temple A.M.E. I think they've done a lot of the renovation. I believe the renovation is done. So today I'm going to concentrate my efforts on, actually, I might have, like you might say, I don't have my ladder. It's still at Good Shepherd. But anyway, I need to, I'm going to focus my attention on running Ethernet from an internet connection from downstairs, upstairs, find a path for that. Also run the SDI cable that's going to feed the TV downstairs in the fellowship hall. Hang that TV, because once I get all that work done, all I got to do is really focus on making, did I grab my, yeah, I just need to focus on, everything else goes upstairs. The only thing else I have to do is really look at integrating the sound into their current sound system when the TVs are off. I believe I got the equipment for that. I might have to get a small mixer just so that people can control it down there. That's probably going to be revised later on because that was something that was added on later. I pretty much got an audio extractor that's going to pull audio out of the SDI and send that over to the mixer. I already got that, so maybe like a small 5-channel mixer or something like that will work. Then after that, I'm going to look at putting up the conduit that I got in the back to conceal the cables that are coming from the speakers on the wall that we did. Gonna look at moving the little small rack on top of the corner of the pulpit to get that up out of the way, so the only cables that are going to be on the floor are going to be the power and the XLR cable that is feeding the left speaker, just like it is on the right. And then we're also going to look at now that I think about it, I was going to say we still have the Ethercon cable that's going into the back room where the media area is. And either I'm going to run that in the ceiling from the back where the choir area is. So that will be feed over the Ethernet for the front camera and the back. I got to figure out how that path is because we need to open up a hole from the sanctuary into that back room. And that was the intention of running the Ethercon cable that way, as well as the Ethernet and the SDI cable for the back of for the back camera, and running back the back camera and, now that I think about it, another cable, the TV that's going to be in the back. So that's going to be 3 cables coming from the back to the front, going through the wall to go into where the media room is. And yeah, might split it 2 ways, not sure exactly right now. That's the beauty and uniqueness of doing installs like this, that you pretty much gotta, when I do the on-sites, I don't crawl in attics, I don't go in crawl spaces and nothing like that. So trying to figure out where this stuff is gonna go, I really don't know until I actually get there to see, when I'm actually there, to figure out what's the best course of action to go and how to route cables and all this other fun stuff. So I'll be honest, if somebody tells you that they know exactly how that's going to run and they've never looked at those spaces unless they got the blueprints, and even if they got the blueprints, people don't do what they say they're going to do when you get into those areas that people don't see. I found that many a time. So we're just going to figure that out and get that there. Also, I built a very top of the line editing and streaming and presentation computer for a church. I shipped that off yesterday. I didn't do a build video on that. I just been running around like crazy. I actually forgot their antenna, so I need to mail that off to them so that they'll have everything by Thursday. So that's what we got going on. Let me get here, love on my daughter real quick, and drop off her stuff, her swimming gear and goggles, and then we'll head to Hood Temple and take you along with the process. All right, folks, as you can see, all the work is done down here. I'm gonna wait to get a key so we can bring the TV in, but what I'm gonna focus my attention on is running Ethernet cable over here into the relatively close area to where the media is. I believe the media area is right above here. So I'm just gonna get an Ethernet cable, run that in the ceiling, bring it all the way over here, and then just leave it and then see where we go from there. I mean, I could do it in reverse. I could go up there, drill the hole down. Maybe I'll do that. So let me get some tools up. I want to be careful so I can figure out where we're at. And because I mean, we can count over the window so we can get an idea of where we're at. So we're here. And see, this is the door that's right here to the back. So we just got to go upstairs and find where that is, because that's all the way in the back of the back. So we can't go any further than that. So let's go here. And I just realized I left all of my batteries plugged in, charging in the garage. So we're gonna have to use the impact to get through there. Let's get it real upstairs real quick, and I guess I'm gonna bring all this stuff upstairs too, because we got some conduit we're gonna use to conceal the cables, because again, we ran all the speakers just to get them so that they can have service with the equipment. And we're gonna focus our attentions, you know, on beautifying everything. So like I said, these conduits gonna cover those cables right here. I probably got to get double this. And then move the keyboard. And like I said, we are also going to relocate. I just got my box sitting there. We're going to relocate that behind that curtain there. And yeah. But anyway, let's find where this back wall is. All right. And they locked the door. All right, let's see where this goes. All right, so this is the back wall. So if we drill from right there, we're actually gonna be inside of, right above the kitchen. So that's not a problem, but I do need to get them to unlock this door so I can get inside. So the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take down the old speakers. We just didn't have enough time to do that. And it looks like all of this stuff got kicked over. We're gonna screw this into the ground so that that won't go anywhere. But the paint is making the door stick. So once we get in there, we'll be able to see what we can do. Looks like plans changed just a little bit, but let's go from there. All right, folks, we had a slight change of plans. We're waiting for somebody to unlock the door where the TVs are, so we changed direction. So at this point, I just opened up a hole here. I actually hit a beam right there. Hole right here. I'm getting ready to drop a cable down just to see what that is. And then we're just going to do this in reverse, run the cable for the, and I don't have it up, the distribution. Yeah, that distribution there to feed to the TVs down there. We run that. And I think that box is actually 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the distribution downstairs. If need be, or we can just add another one, doesn't matter. But anyway, I'm gonna run a cable so we can see where everything is, pull the cable, and then go from there. Man, we were on point. There's our cable right there, yay! So now I need to find a ladder, and we're gonna see about just pulling the cable over here and just pull, 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 pull. SDI cable is gonna go over here. And then internet, we're gonna pull all the way back here into the office. All right, so they were able to get here, unlock the door, we got the TV. I am looking for the bolts to secure the TV to the mount. And something's telling me I forgot them. So what we're gonna do is just open up one of the other mounts for the TVs and use those. And since they're all the same size, I know I have the other bolts at home in my garage. Unless, yeah, I must have left them there. Oh well, we're just gonna open up one of these, the exact same mount, get the bolts, and then we'll go from there. Eureka, I found it. It was actually behind the box, so I don't have to open this. So we got the USB cable to pull power for the converter. Let me get an HDMI cable. And then we can have this done for the TV. All right, so the TV downstairs is hung. I thought they were gonna put an electrical outlet behind the TV, but they don't. So I'm glad I brought this for right now. What I'm gonna do is try and make a coax cable that will bridge the gap between everything. So let's see what we can do about that. All right, so I temporarily ran a long enough cable that we can reposition in the ceiling, but I just wanted to test the signal, and there we go. That is the second screen from the computer that we got up. This cable is gonna go up in the ceiling and come up around, but just wanna make sure we get a signal, and then do the same thing for the internet as well too. I think there was a ladder upstairs. If there's not, I'm gonna probably have to change a few things here. Let me pull a lot more cable here. And then, so we got enough slack. We'll make a connection. We wanna make sure we got internet and change the IP addresses and then go from there. Alrighty folks, we made some good progress. You can't see it, but I got the template of where the front camera is gonna go. I don't have my power tools because I left the battery there, so I can't drill into that. Also, I need to pick up some conduit boxes, like a 1-gang box that can hide the junction of that extension cable on the wall for the conduit that I have. I'm gonna be back here Monday. We're gonna head over to Good Shepherd the next 2 days to finish up the right LED wall and finish that project, and then we can focus all of our attention on this. Then we're going to be heading down to Roanoke Rapids to add some PTZ cameras for them for an install we did a few years ago, and rinse and repeat. So a link is down below to everything in this project. Like I said, I need to come in here and cut the TV off. It's down here. I meant to get down here. I hooked up a camera so we can look what it's like, but I was so busy I didn't come down here and see it. But we're gonna level that TV off. It looks fairly decent, but I think the floor is a little bit off, so we're just gonna level that when I come back and move all these cables up in the ceiling. So I have more than enough, and it's not gonna be in anybody's way because nobody's down here. But anyway, let's get out of here and we'll see y'all when we're back.